Here we go. Sorry. Right. A pyramid of Chelsea pensioners. Yes, that's right. A pyramid of 20 of Chelsea pensioners. Now, why would you have a pyramid of pensioners? I ask you. There's a picture of Queenie. Look at the bottom there, and it says. I can't show. I'll just leave it like that. So I'll have to read it looking at the thing. They may not be quite as eligible as they once were, but when Chelsea pensioners were asked to provide the finishing touch to the highest ever garden at the famous flower show next door, they didn't hesitate to answer the call. I mean, look at the state of these folks. You know, they're absolutely ancient, right? Yesterday, 75 of them, ranging in age from 69 to 93, lined the 80-foot pyramid created by former Gardener's World presenter Diamond Gavin, taking their places on 4 or 5 of its 7 stories after a short journey up by lift. You know, I mean, how bizarre is this story? It says they received rapturous applause from the crowds as they saluted in their distinctive scarlet coats and looked out over their home, the Royal Hospital, Chelsea. Their colourful display defied organisers of the Chelsea Flower Show, who had ordered Gavin to keep the public off his magical tower garden because they would spoil the view. Can't have the public on it. The gardener also upset purists, with one describing his creation as a towering garden for a man with a towering ego. Exactly, because it looks blooming ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. Who has ever heard of a pyramid of pensioners, for heaven's sakes? Meanwhile, the Queen caused a fashion stir for the second year running, once again choosing a hairnet rather than a hat for the first day of the show. The delicate hairpiece featured small black flowers, each with a sparkling stone at the centre. Now, there's Queenie, look, in her hairnet. I mean, who on earth wears a hairnet with black flowers? There you go. So, anyway, just to quickly sort of move on. So, just thinking about Saturn then. So, why do you think the royals want to harness Saturn's energy? Well, let's think. I mean, Saturn's all about structure and form and conforming to normality and rigidity and tradition. And of course that's what they want to keep on. They want to keep on their tradition. And I forgot to say in the other video that as we get to the 30-year return, I mean it's anything from 28.5 to 30, but it's loosely known as 30. As we get to that return, if you don't make the break and go down the new path at that return, remember I was saying about you have the same old for the next 30 years. This is why they want to integrate this, I'm sure, this Saturn energy in with the Jubilee thingy, because that way if they can harness Saturn in with it, then they'll keep the same old energy going for the next 30 years, but it won't work. So back to why we have the pensioners here, because you see they're synonymous, aren't they? They're symbolical of old time stuff. You know, they've all got these red coats on, old father time, you know, plodding away, same as it's ever been. And to build a pyramid at the Chelsea Flower Show is just blooming bizarre. So there you go. I thought that would be interesting for you, and I thought that was a typical example of Saturnian manipulation. And old Queenie there getting in on the act wherever Saturn's doing anything. So there you go. Bizarre story. What a view. The pensioners proudly lined up for the 80-foot. Here you go. You will see the 80-foot magical tower garden. There you go. It's called a magical tower garden. How weird's that? The Chelsea Flower Show. Very strange. And just one other little synchronicity, you know, here Chelsea's just beaten the Germans in the UEFA Cup. I mean, I hate football, but I actually watched that match. It was quite good for football. We never win anything here, hardly. But, yeah. Yes, another thing I wanted to say as well is that Saturn is all about what we do regularly, what we do day in, day out. Tradition. Now, another word for tradition is ritual. There's a very fine line, isn't there, between what we do every day. We brush our teeth because we traditionally do, or it's a ritual. Every morning we brush our teeth. Now, the Chelsea Flower Show is a bit of an institution. Obviously, it's been happening for donkey's years. And it's tradition. It's one step away, ritual. Now, Queenie and Co know all about ritual. There's energy built up in ritual. So that's just something I'd like to say. The fact that they are using all these ancient rituals and paraphernalia and shebang and hooking them up with Saturn, that is the same thing, because Saturn governs all that thing. So yes, an old father time, you see, because the fact here that it says that there's 75 of them, that's another Saturn number, isn't it, if you're looking into that, because it's 30 and 30 is 60 and 15. It's just bizarre. There's nothing pleasing about it. It doesn't achieve anything. I mean, if they wanted to build a pyramid, they could have just had a pyramid. But to have 75 old age pensioners representative of old father time, you know, all in their red coats and paraphernalia. Yeah. Right then. Well, I was just about to upload the last bit of the video that I just did about the pyramid of pensioners, and I thought, while it's uploading, before I start all that, I'll just have a look, see what I can see about this anymore on, you know, online about this this thing at the Chelsea Flower Show. And here we go. This is good. Royal in bloom. Queen wears delicate two-eye, whatever it's called, hairpiece decorated with flowers for annual Chelsea Flower Show date. The Queen ensured it was more than just the intricate floral arrangements that dazzled when she appeared at the first day of this year's Chelsea Flower Show. Attending the show for the 48th time, she departed from her usual style with her choice of headwear, a floral hat to accompany the occasion. Now, just before we read the rest of it, do you remember, look, she's got these black flowers here with a diamond thingy or a jewel in the middle of them, right? She was also given a £40,000 white gold brooch with more than 100 precious jewels in it. Why? The brooch, in the shape of an iris, contains 60 sapphires, there you go, 60, to celebrate the Queen's 60 years in the throne, as well as 15 diamonds, 20 amethysts, 30 tourmalines. So all the numbers is there, 60, 15, there's 20, okay, there's 20 of them, and 30 tourmalines, with a large yellow diamond at the centre. Now, you know, there you go again, the diamond thing that, there with Saturn. Very strange. Anyway, if you want to go and read all about this, I'll put it on the link underneath the show. There's all sorts of stuff here. Blah blah. Who's made this? Blah 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 blah. Etc. Anyway, I just thought that was a little bit strange. That if it is some sort of hidden stuff going on here, you know, nobody had noticed, but that is weird. I don't know about the symbology of an iris, but obviously if you take the R out, then it's Isis. Say no more. Anyway, okay, thanks then. Bye.